5 now. This is Good Evening Wales. Now, a pub, well, I say a pub, it's an inn. The Bear Inn in Crickhowell, to be specific, has been named the best inn in the UK. 22 inns, including 6 in Wales, made the final list put together by the Great Inns of Britain. Now, mother and son Judy and Stephen Hindmarsh have owned the Bear for almost 40 years. They're both on the end of the phone now. Good evening to you both.
Good evening.
Good
Well,
evening.
how did you feel when you found out you were the best inn in the UK?
Well, I was very surprised actually that we were the best in the UK, but it's a great honour, and we're absolutely delighted and over the moon. You know, it's been I don't know whether you want me to speak on, but it's been a great sort of experiment for us, because I was in the BBC many years ago, and had never dreamed of anything like this before.
Bit of a change from being a makeup artist, wasn't it?
Yes, I was a makeup artist. Yes.
Bit of a change running an inn, though, isn't it?
Absolutely. I came here, and first of all, I started at a smaller hotel down the road because we knew absolutely nothing at all about this trade. But I happened to sort of come upon it on a surprise, and we took it on. And then we gravitated to the Bear a few years later, and we have developed it into what it is today. And I'm pleased to say it has been a success, and I think it's been a great help to Crickhowell. We've changed it quite a lot and done different things here which has helped the town. We introduced the flowers and the Christmas trees and the fireworks and all sorts of things, and we've integrated very well with the local people, because I spent a lot of my childhood here. So I was quite familiar with the area and loved it so much, and always wanted to come back here, actually, but I never realised that I was going to be in a place like this. But there we go. We somehow must be doing something right.
You must be. Stephen, can I ask you, what's the difference between a pub and an inn?
Well, that's a hard one. I think an inn has accommodation, and I think it goes back to when we had the stagecoach. We were one of the 4 stops from the Fishguard to London route, and they used to stay at the Bear. They used to come in from the top of the coach almost frozen, warm up by the fire, have something to eat, something to drink, and they could face the onward journey. And I think nothing's really changed, really. I think people come in, they get warmed up, they have something good to eat, something to drink. I'd just like to add that, we wouldn't have been able to do this without the fantastic staff that we have at the Bear. We feel like we're one big family, and everybody pulls together, and I think that makes the difference.
I suppose you've got an extended family as well in terms of the regulars that come in. Where do people travel from? It's not just Crickhowell, is it?
No, well, I always say we have lots of locals. We have the people that come in every day, and we see them every day. We have locals from Cardiff and Swansea and around Wales, and we see them once a week. We have people then that are further away, and we might see them once a month. And then we even have people from New York that come once a year. So we have a lot of locals. And I think that everybody comes to the Bear, I think very quickly feel like they're a local. And I think that's been one of the great successes for us.
And yeah, a proper family business, Judy and Stephen. What's it like working with your mum, and what's it like working with your son?
Well, first of all, she's a hard taskmaster. Nothing's right. We feel that if we can please her, we can please anybody. So we're great that she keeps us all on our toes.
But then again, we do keep it very much like at home, because when we came here, first of all, I said to the boys, well, we can only run it like a home. We've got no idea what are the rules and regulations. And we've kept that sort of family attitude towards people. You can bring your dogs here, you can bring your grandmother here. We try and make everybody welcome. And as I say, it has paid off. And hopefully, we're now going forward all the time. And so is Crickhowell.
Stephen, I'm just going to ask the question on everyone's lips. We won't go into beer brands or we'll get into trouble because we'll have to mention too many. But just to get everyone in the mood, if they're about to have their tea or driving home for their dinner or whatever, what's the best item on the menu? What would you recommend if David Grundy or I came in and asked?
I'm quite partial to the Reverend James, but we do.
We're doing beers then. Okay, fine. What about the food?
The food. Well, we've got lots of food. If you like,
always very good.
Spaghetti and peas, fish and chips, sausage and mash, all sorts of things like that. Or if you're more adventurous, you can go to the beef Wellington, the game, the venison, the fish. My chef keeps telling me the menu's too big and we've got to cut it down.
But the customers say no, no, no.
I've lost David Grundy, by the way. He's run to his car. You'll see you in an hour and a half.
Absolutely. No, he does a great job. We've got 13 of them in the kitchen, and they work hard, and we're very grateful for all the hard work that they put into it. We don't please everybody, but we do try, and if we don't, we look at it and we look at our mistakes. I think that's been the success, is that we've looked at the mistakes in the past and we try not to make them twice.
What's the view like out the window? Because that's important as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got the mountains in the background. We're in a beautiful area in the Brecon Beacons. You couldn't want to live in a better place. You've got all the outdoor pursuits. It's heaven. I pinch myself when I wake up in the morning. I know that sounds corny, but it's true.
Judy and Stephen Hindmarsh, thank you very much for speaking to us this evening here on Good Evening Wales. That's Judy and Stephen Hindmarsh, who run the Bear Inn in Crickhowell, which has been named the best inn in the UK.
26 minutes past 5 the time now.